In this video, we'll cover how homeowner associations, or HOAs, are created and how they do their daily business in your community. Who creates an HOA? Before anyone moves into a group of homes that share common elements, like walls, roofs, green space, streets, or pools, an HOA is created by the builder of the development. Why is the HOA created? HOAs are first created because the city government wants to make sure that the development of homes will be taken care of. Why would the city care? If there is no one to take care of the common spaces and shared parts of homes, there can be a negative effect on the surrounding area, and not just the development. For instance, imagine that the builder was moving around a lot of dirt and putting down concrete for sidewalks and house slabs. Moving dirt and putting down concrete can affect how water drains out of an area after it rains. If the builder was not taking care of this area to make sure it drained correctly, extra water on the ground could cause problems for houses and businesses around the new development. That's why the city wants to know that an HOA exists to help manage the common spaces and parts of a new development of homes. The builder of the development lets the city know that they have made an HOA with a document called the Articles of Incorporation. The builder also makes the first rules about how the HOA will run. These rules are called the covenant, conditions, or restrictions, what is known as the C, C, and R. The C, C, and R explains which parts of the community are the responsibility of the HOA to maintain, and which parts of the community are the responsibility of individual owners. The C, C, and R has a map, so you can see exactly which parts of the community are the responsibility of the HOA, and what property belongs to just you. The C, C, and R also starts to explain how the HOA will work day to day, managing the common areas, and how the responsibility for the HOA will transfer from the builders to the community. What are the advantages of living in a community with an HOA? Living in a community that has an HOA has a number of advantages. Paying monthly HOA dues are a way for you, personally, to budget for future expenses. HOA dues help pay for future expenses like repainting your home or repairing your roof that you alone would have to pay and plan for if you did not live in a community with an HOA. Additionally, HOAs manage many of the services a community needs to maintain shared spaces. This can include trash pickup, snow removal, road maintenance, and stormwater management. Instead of you, yourself, having to find and pay for these services, you pay one monthly due to your HOA. Your HOA then takes responsibility for ensuring that these services are delivered on time and effectively. How do HOAs run day to day? The HOA is run by a group of members of the HOA, property owners in the community, which is called the board. The board is made up of homeowner members of the HOA that are elected by the community. We'll cover more information about the HOA elections a little later. The board is made up of members that have different offices, like president, secretary, and vice president, with different responsibilities. How often the HOA board meets and how the board makes decisions are all written out in a document called the bylaws. The bylaws also explain the jobs of different board members and how long the board members serve. Although the board is in charge of the HOA, there are a lot of opportunities for community members that are not part of the board to stay involved in the management of the HOA. For instance, board members select members of the community to be part of committees if there is a specific issue the HOA needs help solving. Together, the board decides how the HOA will take care of the common spaces and how it will spend money. The money that the board spends is collected from the members of the community, called HOA dues. The board has many responsibilities. Figuring out how to maintain the common spaces in cost-effective ways and managing the HOA's money can be a lot of work. This is why most HOAs work with property management companies. What do property management companies do? Property management companies help HOA boards with financial management by collecting dues from members, paying bills and taxes, and helping to make a budget each year. Property management companies help HOA boards with day-to-day management by making contracts with service providers that maintain and repair the common areas, such as snow removal and landscaping. The property management company also helps the HOA boards and the HOA members communicate by answering calls from members, responding to emergencies, and helping board members and community members negotiate with one another. This helps both the board and the members make sure that they are fulfilling their responsibilities. Ultimately, even though the property management company is doing a lot of the day-to-day work, the board is making all of the decisions for how the community is maintained and how rules are enforced. The board is actually the group that decides which property management company to hire in the first place. As we mentioned earlier, HOA board members are elected by the community of homeowners. Depending on the specific bylaws of your community, HOA board elections may happen every year or every few years. While HOA board members typically serve for several years, elections are often staggered so that newly elected HOA board members serve alongside existing members. The sharing of responsibilities and knowledge between experienced HOA board members and new board members helps make sure that the HOA continues to run smoothly. Typically, all homeowners who are current on their HOA dues are eligible to vote and run in elections. To give you time to prepare for the elections and ensure you can attend, you'll be notified at least 30 days before HOA elections take place. Voting or running in an HOA board election is an opportunity for you to express your goals, priorities, and hopes for the community you live in. HOA boards make important decisions about the budget of the HOA and the rules of the community. Additionally, serving on an HOA board is a good opportunity for homeowners to gain experience and confidence with leadership skills, including financial and project management, as you work to manage your community. The time commitment for sitting on an HOA board varies. Some HOAs meet as often as once a month for a few hours, while other HOA boards only meet every few months. Serving on your HOA board is a good opportunity to shape the future of your community and contribute to the sharing of responsibilities that is central to the strength and functioning of your HOA.